Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be checking out the song Like a Weed Naturally as a Matter of Course, which is Testament's theme from the Guilty Gear Strive soundtrack. Let's get into it. Hello once again. Welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum. I react to music. Today we are continuing the Guilty Gear Strive journey. I do intend to listen to every single song on this soundtrack, or at least all the character themes, I would say is a good goal. This is Testament's theme. I do know that Testament is a character that has been around for a long time. It makes me want to do like Potemkin's theme. I really like Potemkin. And so maybe that's coming up. I don't know yet. But Testament, I know a couple of things because I had a friend that really liked to play as Testament. And so I know they're like a non-binary kind of character. And their moves are named after things. Like Testament is named that after the band Testament. And like they have an attack called Unholy Diver, I think is the name. And so that's like the crow thing. And that's named after Holy Diver by Dio. And so like there's really cool stuff there. I really like that. It reminds me a lot of how Ogre Battle is basically all inspired by Queen and Queen songs. And I wish they would just make some dang Ogre Battle games. By the way, Ogre Battle 64, Person of Lordly Caliber, is one of the all-time greatest games. And nobody cares. Nobody cares about that game. Okay, let's get into it. This was recommended by a few different people. KatQuartz, Trenddirect 8363, Dupe 1005. Some other people have mentioned this. It's been highly requested. So thank you all for getting me to get around to this one. It's, of course, from the Guilty Gear Strive original soundtrack, which came out in 2021. I still do not own this game, even though I know it's on sale right now as I'm recording this during the Steam summer sale. Okay, let's get into it before I just ramble my way into oblivion. About now. Let's go. Okay. Who are they? That's the crows? Okay. I mean, so far this is just nice, hard-rockin' Ishiwatari goodness. Interesting vocal style.
She flies through the proud darkness, rather than the breathless vastness of the world. And yet, they did not return the heart of herself. They believe she's won all again.
Okay. Maybe that's a good place to pause. I don't know. But, so I don't know enough, obviously, about Testament. I'm wondering, because there's this constant switch between he and she, if it's a story about two different entities, or I kind of feel like maybe this is a story about Testament themselves, and it's like an internal, I'm not sure if it's a struggle for which one is kind of more dominant or what that's really about. I didn't know that the crows were actually these little like pixie fairy characters. That's not something I remember from playing the older Guilty Gear games, but here we are. So far, the music's really awesome. The vocal style is really interesting. This is another one where it's kind of jarring to me, and it's not quite in the socket. It's not quite doing it for me like I would like it to. I'm sure it's intentionally kind of like off kilter and interesting, but I'm going to go back a little bit. Yeah, he did not reject the light herself. It seems like that would be, it's like this intentional duality between male and female. So here for that. I don't really know what's going on with the lyrics yet. I'm going to try to absorb that as we get further in. Probably I'm just not paying enough attention. Okay, let's keep going. Octaves up.
It's no exception, it's just less. I guess you can't trust a gentle tiger. Life, expecting, surrounding each other, ubiquity, radiant, existence. He doesn't need a name to.
Okay. Before we get into this, whatever this cool breakdown is, I want to go back a little bit. The line was... Oh, it's right after this breakdown. Yeah, I guess you can't trust a gentle tiger. So that... What that makes me think of is, you know, a tiger still has its nature. It's still a predator, even if, you know, this particular tiger is gentle. You know, it could still get riled up and become kind of the full nature of a tiger, if that makes sense. And so it makes me think of the Megadeth song, one of my favorite Megadeth songs, Scorpion, or The Scorpion. And that's kind of course, the story. It's a parable, right, about how the scorpion is still a scorpion, even if it tricks you into thinking that it won't behave like a scorpion. It still can. And, you know, you can still get stung. It can still kill you. And so it's kind of an interesting idea. I don't know if that's describing Testament here, because I'm not really sure what like the core nature of Testament's being is. So I'm a little out of my depth here. I thought I was doing good because I knew a couple of little factoids about Testament, and I guess not. So whatever. Let's keep going.
Trust a gentle tiger. Life, expecting, surrounding each other, ubiquity, radiant, existence.
Vocals are awesome, actually. I don't know why I complained earlier.
Oh, he flies to be the wings of the flight flares, fly high to be seen from everywhere. She just tells them he's the wings whispering.
And I gotta pause again before I forget the thought. Yeah, the vocals are awesome. Don't have any complaints about the vocals. Now that I'm kind of into the song more, I don't know. I just, maybe my state of mind coming into this particular song, I was like, yeah, that's weird. But I'm good. I'm locked in. Flight of the Flightless, all that stuff is kind of interesting. But this way that the music is kind of resolving and this kind of chord progression back here a little bit, right about here, I think. It gives me kind of like choral, like church vibes, like hymnal type things. You know, it's like mass is happening. It's not. I mean, I get that it's not, but kind of just the way that the music is structured here a little bit in terms of the chord progression.
He flies to be the wings of the flight flares, fly high to be seen from
interesting. Oh my goodness. Right back into the chorus thing. Okay. That was an awesome solo. Okay, so I guess the idea is I don't know what the like scene is, but I guess Testament wants to be there. Maybe both dual natures of Testament, if that's an appropriate thing to say, wants to be there not as a focal point, but more as an observer that isn't a participant in the unfolding, whatever that is. It seems interesting for a fighter in a fighting game to not want to be participatory. I don't know. But that seems to be what I'm getting with that, which is cool. Let's catch the kind of climax here again. Yeah, it's got kind of a sad ending. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is there a element of like anima and animus here, and like kind of is Testament like a syzygy character where we've got this unity of divine masculine and feminine? I mean, is that what's going on, or is it just a like they're non-binary and that's just part of their thing and it's not really part of the story too much? It's just like a minor characteristic but not a defining characteristic, perhaps. Cool song. I mean, I really enjoyed the song. I'm just thinking about what all that stuff could mean. I feel like I missed a lot with this one. And my friend that played Testament, like back when I was in college, which I'm a college dropout, I wasn't there that long. But like, dude's just an absolute fiend. And so, not that great at Guilty Gear. I was better at Street Fighter than Guilty Gear. I've never played Mortal Kombat much. Like, that's not my cup of tea. But I do like some good classic Street Fighter stuff. And I do like Guilty Gear. And I don't know why I'm just listing fighting games that I like. Okay, so the Guilty Gear, the Gundam Wing Endless Waltz fighting game was really fun. And I also like the Dragon Ball Fighters game that came out. That was really, really good. Okay, I'm going to stop that now. That's a dead end. I'll just talk forever. Song is really awesome. I just a more of a classic Ishwatari type jam for most of it, kind of what I would expect. I am loving the vocals on the Strive soundtrack, even though this one caught me off guard. Like I got into it, it was really, really nice. The thing that caught me off guard was kind of that ending where it became more of like a church piece. And, I think maybe that was intentional. I think it likely was intentional, but it kind of had that religious hymnal kind of quality to it. And the way that it ended, it kind of left me with this like, oh, I don't know, was I not supposed to be having that much fun kind of a feeling? Very interesting. My rooster is going nuts. If y'all can hear the rooster crying over and over, I apologize. But yeah, that was good. I think I need to listen to that one again, so I'll probably do that. I barely had time to record this today, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But thank you all for being here, as always. If you're interested in supporting the channel, there is a way to do that. You can go to Buy Me a Coffee, and I now have subscription options available. If you want to support the channel on a more ongoing basis, there's some pretty cool rewards over there. But hey, even if you're just here to check out this one video, that's great. But I think you'll like the next one too. It'll be on screen in just a second. Until next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.